Hey everyone, Dante here with the Raging Geek, and today I have the EVA Unit 13 Ichibansho figure from Bandai. This is a pre-order that I had gotten from a website called Tokyo Otaku Mode. This particular statue I got for $65. They're available now on their site. This particular statue, this is a 13-inch statue of EVA Unit 13 from the latest Evangelion 3.0 movie. As you can see, EVA-13 here, holding twin spears of Longinus, has 4 arms. This is EVA Unit 13, the 13-inch Ichibansho figure from Bandai. Okay, so this is a very big statue. They call it a figure, but it's a non-articulated figure. So there's no moving parts. It's pretty much fixed in this pose. It's painted with a nice gloss finish, so if you had any thoughts of maybe trying to jazz this up a bit, with a nice gloss coating or something, no need to. It's already done. Again, it's 13 inches, but that's just the statue alone. When you're looking at the 2 spears, you're probably looking about, with the 2 spears, you're probably, depending on how far down you place them in his grip, I tried to go as far as I could without forcing it. If you look at the box, he's really holding these up to the spear tips. So, there's different grooves in the handles, and on the box it goes up to almost the last 2 grooves. I wasn't about to do that. Let me tell you, this they call it a figure again. I'm going to call it a statue. It's got a lot of delicate parts, and let me tell you, with other Evangelion figures that I've had in the past, the spears always, when you're trying to seat them in good, whenever you try to get a real seamless meeting between the 2 parts, so these parts come separate, the actual spear shaft, and then the 2 tips, they come separate. So you have to seat the tips onto the shaft, and if you try to press too hard, you got to be very careful or something's going to break. There's 2 of them too, so double chances for something to break. Also, EVA Unit 1 or 13, whichever you want to call it, in this particular case 13, his horn in the front, also be very careful when putting it in, because if you try to put too much pressure and you might slip or something like that, it's done. It's going to be broken, so be careful. So yeah, you're looking at about 23 inches from top to bottom with the spears, 13 inches for just the statue, though. You can't really display this without the, which is kind of disappointing. You can't really display this without the spears. It would have been nice if you could have moved the arms, but this isn't a figure in the least, in any sense. This is basically a statue. So I guess they're getting away from the statue, calling it a statue, and calling it a non-articulated painted figure. So remember that. Okay, so I'll try to give you a close-up here. This is a very big statue, so to get too close with the camera is not really feasible. But just so you get an idea, I'll try to get as close as I can. So you can see how that his armor definitely has a nice shine to it, which I love. A lot of the Bandai model kits, they come very cheap, dull plastic look. So this has a nice metallic finish to it, a gloss finish. I like it. It's got fairly good detail. If you saw my other videos, the Dyna Action figure, this one, close to the actual height of the figure, but not as, I want to say, bulky. It's a lot slimmer and it's a lot more slender, this EVA Unit 13. He's got a very, I want to say, elegant pose. Try to get a full pose here. You can see the kind of the breadth of this statue. It takes up a lot of space. You're also, from side to side, width-wise, it's also pretty substantial. You're looking at about From spear tip to spear tip, you're looking at probably close to 15 inches from arm to arm, probably about a foot. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big statue. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels like a real solid PVC mold of some sort. And that's it, folks. Just sharing my recent delivery of this statue. If I had to say, I would definitely say, if you're an Evangelion fan, yeah, man, this is a great statue. The only downside, no articulation of any kind. They call it a figure. Just be mindful, read the fine print. It's non-articulated. No moving parts. It definitely has a nice paint finish to it, though. And it's got great detail. Yeah, even his mouth doesn't open or close, which would have been a nice little addition. So check it out. EVA Unit 13. This is the Evangelion Ichibansho figure from Bandai. Remember, non-articulated. You can find this at TokyoOtakuMode.com online for $65. Thanks for watching. This was a Raging Geek. Come again soon. Take care.
Raging Geek, Retro, all things geek, where geeks can be geeks. Raging Geek, Retro, all things geek, where geeks can be geeks.